Hi, today's lesson will cover how to cite in the American Psychological Association style following the rules of the 7th edition. APA citation style is most commonly used in the social sciences, but you could also be asked to cite in this style in any of your courses. This lesson will introduce you to the parts of a citation, explain how to cite different types of sources, explain how to do in-text citations, and create a works cited page following APA format. First, we will discuss the parts of the citation. In this example, we will use a journal article. To cite this source, you will need the author, the publication date, the title of the article, the name of the journal the article appears in, the volume and issue number for the journal, the page numbers the article appears on, and, if available, a DOI or URL. Next, let's look at examples of how to cite different types of sources and discuss some important rules to remember when citing in APA format. When citing in APA style, the most important thing to remember is that only the first word of an article title and proper nouns are capitalized, while everything else is lowercase, as seen in this example of a journal article citation. In this example of a book citation, you can see that APA citations always cite the author in a last name, comma, first initial format with a period following. You can also see that the publication date is always in parentheses with a period following. Finally, in this example of a web page citation, I want you to notice that we do not include the website name, NCAA, because it is the same as the author. Additionally, since we do not have a clear publication date, we would include ND, meaning no date, in parentheses. Each of the examples we just looked at are examples of full citations that would be found on your reference page. In APA style, the reference list appears at the end of your article, with the lines being double-spaced, all of your sources in alphabetical order by last name, and each entry should have a hanging indent. Next, let's talk about in-text citations. When you quote or paraphrase information from your sources within your paper, you must include an in-text citation to help identify which of your sources the information came from. This allows readers to then search your reference page for the correct source. You can approach in-text citations in two ways: parenthetical and narrative. Parenthetical citations include all the required components within a set of parentheses at the end of the sentence where the information is included. Narrative citations are where parts of the citation are written within the sentence, such as in this example here, where we state the author, put the publication date in parentheses, then include the page number in parentheses at the end. Finally, let's quickly talk about citation generators. There are many different citation generators, including those within the library databases. It is okay to use these generators, however, they are often incorrect. If you decide to use a citation generator, you will need to double-check that the citation is correct. When using a citation generator, the most common APA mistakes to look out for are checking that only the first letter of a journal article title is capitalized and that the correct number of periods and commas is used. Please see this example, where a library database incorrectly capitalizes the journal article title. In this lesson, you learned about the parts of a citation, how to create a citation for different types of sources, and how to create in-text citations in APA format. Now you should be able to correctly cite sources in your assignments. To get more help citing in APA style, contact the library at ask.lib.ua.edu.